Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, an avalanche warning is in effect for the Cascades. What you need to know is coming up. Plus, high winds causing havoc on the roadways with this crash in Benton City. Also ahead.
A lot of times there's grammatical errors in these posts where they say there's a game on a certain date, but you can check the schedule and there's not actually a game on that date.
Scammers are tracking people. Our Dan Hansen is standing by with a live report. And let's take a live look outside. From our Apple Valley studio camera in Kennewick, Josh Colbreth in for Stacy with your forecast as the news begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday. It's December the 26th. I'm Austin Reed. Hope you had a great Christmas. Our big story tonight, winds gusting across the Tri-Cities and Columbia Basin today. This was in the Kennewick area this afternoon. But as our Josh Colbreth will tell us in just a bit, that story is ending. Let's talk about the Northwest Avalanche Center issuing an avalanche warning for all of the Cascades through 8 tonight. It comes after over a foot of snow fell across the mountains overnight. The warning is also in effect for the Olympics and Mount Hood. WashDOT says travel across Stevens or Snoqualmie passes is strongly discouraged. And this impacts, of course, our viewers in both Yakima and Kittitas counties. Just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, SR 10 in Kittitas County was forced to close down in both directions between milepost 88, the junction of SR 970, and milepost 97, which is Thorpe Highway, all due to unstable slope conditions. At last check, the road is still closed. For updates, go to applevalleyNewsNow.com. Elsewhere, it has been a long night of treacherous travel across our mountain passes. Snoqualmie Pass is back open after being forced to close for a time on Christmas because of spinouts and crashes there. The road is in great condition until you get to around milepost 50. That is where you get into some compact snow and slush. Chain enforcement is in place at milepost 47. A good reminder that even if you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, you must by law carry a set of chains in your car during winter travel. If you are caught without them, it's a $500 ticket. And take a look at this. Natchez Fire Department responding to a few motor vehicle accidents on White Pass in the last 24 hours. The call that you're looking at here on your screen was at Summit this morning. Firefighters saw high winds and near whiteout conditions. The fire department reinforcing the message: if you are on your way to the ski hill this week, drive carefully. All right, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He's in for Stacy tonight with your first alert weather forecast.
Well, we have an avalanche warning that still has a couple hours left on it. This runs until 8 p.m. this evening. It's for the eastern slopes of the Cascades, including Stevens and Snoqualmie passes. So do not try to venture out in the backcountry tonight. That is for sure. We also have winter weather advisories that are in place for the eastern slopes of the Cascades above 3,500 feet, and then for the northern blues above 4,500 feet. For the Cascades, this goes from 1 in the morning on Friday to 4 in the morning on Saturday, and then for the northern blues, this goes from 1 in the morning on Friday to 4 p.m. on Saturday. So for tonight, definitely calmer winds as opposed to today. It'll still be a little bit breezy up in the mountains, but we'll start to turn wetter again after midnight with the arrival of that next storm system. It's going to be a wet start to Friday. We should trend drier throughout the day, though, and winds are going to be a bit of a factor again, but certainly not as gusty as what we saw for Thursday. And I'll time out the rain, the snow. I'll tell you how much we could have of each, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Josh. We have seen some active weather in our area. On Christmas Day, rain hit us. Today, the winds are playing a factor, seeing gusts reaching 53 miles per hour. This was in Benton County this morning. Parts of Prosser left without power due to what the Benton PUD is calling rain interference. Jenny Sparks, the manager of communications and customer relations with the PUD, says rain interference on one of their power stations that caught the power pole on fire. This happens when water gets into the insulator and causes disruption. Sparks says crews were able to get the power restored quickly. As for wind interference,
it's a different type of interference for sure. I would say that wind outages are more common than anything tied to the rain. Power or trees can fall onto power lines during high winds, and that can cause outages.
Sparks urges customers who see downed lines to stay away. If it's an emergency, call 911 and report outages to the PUD so they know where to go to deal with the problem quickly. A traffic jam this afternoon in Kennewick after a car crash at a busy intersection. The call for help came in just before 3 p.m. And we do want to tell you that the crash happened at the intersection of US 395 and Yelm Street, but the vehicles were able to pull off into the merge lane to at least allow some traffic to flow. At this time, injuries are unknown. The Kennewick Fire and the Washington State Patrol responded to the scene. We're going to keep you updated with continuing coverage at applevalleyNewsNow.com, and make sure you download our app as well, because we can get you the information immediately. All right, now to other news. The eastbound lanes of I-82 in Benton City reopening after being closed for a few hours this morning. The Washington State Patrol blocked off a section of the interstate Thursday morning after strong winds tipped a semi's second trailer over into the roadway. The section of road was shut down nearly 3 hours until a tow truck could come and bring the trailer right side up. WashDOT even sent out an alert that there were restrictions on the movement of mobile homes and other large vehicles due to the high winds. We'll keep you updated at applevalleyNewsNow.com for updates as well in this story. Christmas is over. Gifts have been unwrapped and played with. Some of you might have gotten an experience for a gift. For example, Tri-City Americans hockey tickets. However, scammers are preying on people's goodwill. Our Dan Hansen joining us live in studio now to tell us what this is all about. Selling fake tickets, right, Dan?
Yeah, that's right, Austin. According to the Better Business Bureau, there are thousands of scams every year and can be hard to keep up with all of them, like online ticket scams.
3-1 game, Americans. Puck set in the slot, wide on, turns and challenge, save, rebound, no mistake here. Why not?
The Tri-City Americans have a loyal fan base. Fans from all over the community come to the Toyota Center to cheer on the boys and ring those cowbells. Before you open up that wallet and spend some well-earned money on tickets, check where those tickets are coming from.
Doing a lot of due diligence, first of all, and seeing what these posts say. A lot of times there's grammatical errors in these posts where they say there's a game on a certain date, but you can check the schedule and there's not actually a game on that date.
Craig Boscheman is the director of broadcasting for the AMs. He says he saw a post on the Tri-City Americans fan page on Facebook about someone trying to sell tickets to a game that doesn't exist. He says make sure your tickets are legit, and to get the best price, it's simple. Just go directly to the source.
I would really say that if you can't verify that the person is real and you can't meet up with them in person to buy these tickets from them, I just wouldn't buy them anywhere online other than the team website or at the box office here at the Toyota Center.
Boscheman says there are security settings you can have on Facebook pages, like the fan page, and says the Americans do have those settings. The Better Business Bureau recommends to use caution when dealing with anyone you've encountered online.
Going to this person's profile is usually a dead giveaway as well, seeing what kind of posts they have, what kind of pictures they have, how new the profile is, and just, checking to make sure it's a real person, first of all, and not only that, but also a person who lives in the Tri-City area, because why would somebody from anywhere else in the country be selling tickets to games here in Washington State?
Boscheman says the Americans fan group helps keep each other safe. He says you can always go to the Tri-City Americans official Facebook page, and if you see it on their page, it's legitimate. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And we are continuing to track the Hanford lockout story. Hanford Mission Integration Solutions sent a letter to the Hanford Guard Union President Chris Hall, saying their bargaining negotiations have reached an impasse. HGU Local 21 filed a lawsuit against HMIS, who sent a statement to Apple Valley News Now in response to the lawsuit. The statement read in part, "The lawsuit filed by HGU related to security clearance has been inappropriately linked to the ongoing labor dispute. Pausing the processing of security clearance actions is a standard practice for personnel not in active working status, regardless of the cause. When the employee returns to an active duty status, their clearance process is resumed. During this labor dispute, HMIS has not terminated an employee for security clearance issues," end quote. Stay with us for updates in this story. Apple Valley News Now live at 6 is just getting started. Still ahead, a beloved theater in Pasco is changing the game. We're going to talk all about it when we come back. And Stacy's off, but Josh is here. He's got your full first alert weather forecast. We're on your side on this day after Christmas and first full day of Hanukkah. It's also Kwanzaa too, so happy holidays to all.
From Apple Valley News Now, here's your 2-minute take.
Welcome to your 2-minute take. I am Jason Valentine, coming to you from Lifetime Dental Care in Richland, right by the Walmart on Queensgate. I have Dr. Armani Mendoza with us today.
Hello.
Doctor, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. And, you know, one of the tenets of Lifetime Dental Care is making people feel comfortable when they come through the door and through the dental process. I would have to think that's the same for the people who work here. Is that true?
It is, yeah. It's really a great place to work. One of the things that I really like about being here is we have such a diverse variety of providers.
Okay.
And each provider really has their own niche or skill set that they're really great at and they really love. And so it's really fun. We all collaborate really well together on cases. For example, Dr. Morgan and I have done a couple cases together where I do the ortho or the Invisalign first, and then he's ready to restore kind of smile transformations with veneers, that sort of thing.
Sure, and that's something you can plan out with your patients, kind of give them some options and like, this is going to happen here. Do you have any patients you can think of that you've had a really nice success with?
I do, yeah. I have one off the top of my head that I'm thinking about. We kind of saw them for a treatment, or actually Dr. Morgan saw him first, and he knew that he wanted veneers, but maybe the space or the bite wasn't such that it would accommodate veneers well without doing ortho or doing the Invisalign. And so we were able to do 3 to 4 months of Invisalign, get him in a good spot, and then Dr. Morgan was able to restore with veneers.
How long did that take?
Start to finish, I would say probably 8 months or so with ortho and veneer kind of process.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, again, if you have any dental issues, no matter how big or how small, they have the professionals here who can help you out. Dr. Mendoza, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's your 2-minute take.
At HAPO, the holidays are about giving back and caring for our community. Since launching our winter giving campaign, December to Remember, we brought joy to over 100 families in our area. The impact this campaign has had on our community would not be possible without our employees. They come together to fundraise, purchase, and deliver gifts for families in need. As we continue to grow, so does our commitment to making a difference. In 2025 and beyond, we're proud to stand by you and the organizations that impact our community. Happy holidays from HAPO.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or a complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
It's Operation Best Friend every Wednesday morning as we feature lovable pets from area shelters, all wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now, As You Wish Real Estate Services, and Cross Country Mortgage.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
The news at 6 continues with a brand new story. Big changes are coming in 2025 to the Fairchild Cinemas at Road 68 in Pasco. The 12-screen cinema will be undergoing a full-scale remodel that owners say will deliver an all-new entertainment experience for the Tri-Cities community. The project will introduce premium recliner seating in every auditorium, an expansion featuring 16 lanes of duck pin bowling, the addition of a 60-game arcade, an expanded food menu with beer, wine, plus a new area for private events. The announcement today also comes with change. After more than 50 years in the movie theater business, Jeff and Lisa Fairchild have retired. They have passed the torch to their son, Kevin, who is now leading the company. The first report card for holiday shopping is out, and it's up this time around. Overall, retail sales increased almost 4% compared to a year ago. Here now, we have more.
A new report out from MasterCard Spending Pulse showing a jump in holiday shopping this year. Between November 1st and December 24th, overall retail sales increasing almost 4% from 2023. There was a big growth in e-commerce. Online purchases surged almost 7% from last year, while sales in-store were up about 3%. Spending was up the most in categories like clothing, jewelry, and electronics. A key theme of this holiday shopping season has been value. Consumers willing to spend if they can get a good deal. And retailers responded by offering promotions earlier than ever. But there are always procrastinators out there. 1/10 of all holiday sales came between December 20th and the 24th in that last-minute dash for gifts. Even with those store runs in the 11th hour, shopping at department stores grew at a much slower pace than online shopping.
And when it comes to holiday deals, they are not over yet. Some big box stores like Old Navy, Gap, and Target are offering some pretty big markdowns post-Christmas. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, Mother Nature is throwing a wrench in travel plans as millions begin their journey home or to a New Year's destination. More than 700 flights into or out of the U.S. had been canceled as of early this evening. The majority of those flights were headed into or out of Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston, Texas. It comes as severe storms were rolling throughout the southern U.S., with Dallas dealing with flash flood warnings. Nearly 9 million people in parts of Texas and Louisiana were under a tornado watch earlier today. Friday is looking better, but the severe storm threat is expected to ramp up again on Saturday. Stormy weather will then move into the East Coast by Sunday.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, it's an active forecast once again, so let's go ahead and get right into it. For tonight, we'll have periods of freezing rain for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill, but that'll eventually transition to snow during the late evening to overnight hours, and the evening will start off mostly dry for lower elevations, but rain chances will start to ramp up around and after midnight. Then for Friday, the morning will start off wet across the region, but will generally trend drier throughout the day. And with snow levels rising throughout the day, we're expecting a transition back to freezing rain for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill during the morning. Now, by the early to mid-afternoon, it'll just be a cold rain for those aforementioned passes. And then for Friday night, wet weather will start to ramp up again throughout the evening across the region, and snow levels will be up around 4,500 feet, so it'll continue to be a cold rain for those stretches of I-90 and I-84. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting for Thursday evening through Friday night. We're thinking 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, 6 to 12 inches for Blewett and White Pass. Not much doing for Sadius Pass, not much doing for the valleys, the basin, or the foothills. Anywhere between 2 to 4 inches for Cabbage Hill and the Battle Mountain Summit, but much more for Tollgate off of Oregon 204. And in terms of the water totals for Thursday evening through Friday night, it's going to be another wet stretch for the Cascades and for the Blues, anywhere between 1 inch to 1.5 inches, but definitely a lot less for our lower elevations. Then we have another storm system into Saturday and Sunday. Snow levels with this one between 2,500 to 5,000 feet, 4 to 6 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, 2 to 3 inches for Cabbage Hill. So just anticipate pass impacts and impacts to travel through Sunday at the very least. And this is going to be another wet storm system, especially for the Cascades. Between 1.5 inches to 2 inches of water is what we're expecting, between 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch for the Blues, and anywhere between 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of water for the valleys, basin, and foothills. Okay, we'll trend drier as we head into Monday and Tuesday, but then there's another storm system into Wednesday and Thursday. So a little bit of a reprieve, but this Wednesday, Thursday storm system is looking like snow levels are going to be a little bit lower, between 1,500 to 4,500 feet. So we could maybe eke out an inch of snow for the Kittitas Valley, probably less than an inch for Cabbage Hill, and 2 to 3 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass. So this one not looking as impressive as some of the storm systems that are lined up before it, but this is still several days out, so we're going to have time to tweak those details. And this is looking like another wet storm system for the Cascades, definitely not as much water for the rest of the region. High temperatures staying about 5 to 15 degrees above average through Monday. Then we start to trend colder and more seasonal for Tuesday and beyond. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Smaller rain chances Saturday as opposed to Sunday. Drier Monday and Tuesday, but small rain chances come back for Wednesday and Thursday. In Yakima, small rain chances Saturday, rain likely Sunday, a dry start to next week, then trending wetter by Wednesday. In Ellensburg, leftover showers possible Saturday, wetter Sunday, drier Monday and Tuesday, then a rain-snow mix possible for Wednesday. In Hermiston, drier on Saturday as opposed to Sunday as well. A calm start to next week, then small rain chances start on New Year's Day. Then for Walla Walla, leftover showers possible Saturday, much wetter Sunday, drier overall to end the year, then rain possible to start 2025.
All right, Josh, thank you for that. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. How to get rid of the late bedtime TV habit. Stay with us.
Accidents on winter streets can be very stressful, especially during the holiday season. So remember to buckle up, don't drink and drive, and watch out for the other guy. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
The after Christmas clearance is on now at Walker's Furniture with year-end blowout savings on last year model closeouts, discontinued and remnant inventory. And because we must sell it all, get 15 to 40%, even up to 70% off, or interest-free financing till 2029. So you can enjoy the comfort of your new furniture now and pay over time during the after Christmas clearance at Walker's.
Where quality just costs less.
Fun times are waiting for you at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Enjoy Vegas-style slots and table games, fine dining, and exciting entertainment. And now, get your tickets for the Australian Bee Gees, a tribute show on Saturday, February 15th. Voted the best tribute show in Las Vegas. Come jive to all the classic Bee Gees hits that you know and love. Get your tickets now. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they? Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Stay with Apple Valley News Now as our magical season of holiday programs continue. Next up, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve and the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
We just love waking up holiday mornings with you.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Good Morning America.
And from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest, happy holidays.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. Don't be tempted to accept a quick holiday settlement.
Getting good sleep is important to our overall health. While it's recommended that adults get at least 7 hours of Z's each night. Health officials say that many adults aren't getting sufficient sleep. And if you leave the TV on as you try to drift off, it could be impacting your sleep quality. Mandy Gaither has more on how to break your bedtime TV habit.
When it's time to turn in, do you reach out for the remote? If so, you're not alone.
People sleeping with the TV on is a very common thing.
Psychologist Shavonna Childs with Cleveland Clinic says there's no blue light filter on a TV like there is now on cell phones, and that can negatively impact your sleep.
The blue light kind of reminds us of the sun, so it disrupts our circadian rhythms.
Child says having the TV on affects REM sleep, the stage in which most dreams happen, and whatever you're watching can be intrusive into your dreams.
That's when we have that restless kind of sleep that we go into, and we may be sleeping, quote unquote, but we're waking up and we're not rested.
But you can break this bedtime habit. Child says to first practice good sleep hygiene, avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed, as well as afternoon naps. Try tea without caffeine to get you ready to turn in. Low lights can help, or reading a book. Any bedtime ritual that helps prepare your mind and body for sleep. Child says if you need background noise, try using a sleep mask to block the TV lights, or put a timer on it to automatically turn off after an hour or two. You can also turn on a radio, listen to a podcast, or find soothing sleep music. There are also apps that can lead you in meditation before bed.
You can train yourself to go to sleep without your TV.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Still ahead, the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. We've got more headlines for you. And Josh Colbreth in for Stacy tonight. He's tracking your First Alert weather forecast as many people are maybe getting ready to head back home after Christmas or going somewhere else for the new year. He's tracking an avalanche warning, so we're going to talk about that when we come on back.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
At More Furniture, we're starting the new year with freedom of choice. Choose from the widest variety of styles and colors for every room in your home. With cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, and stylish bedrooms, we've got everything you need to create your dream home. Plus, during this holiday weekend, you'll get our very best offer. Pay no interest until 2026. Get free white glove delivery, and we'll pay your sales tax. Hurry into More Furniture this New Year's weekend for the best selection.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Kathy Kilgore.
Apple Valley News Now is important to this community. I know when I turn it on, if there's something that I've heard about in the community, I'm going to hear it from you guys. And that's important. I eat breakfast with you, I eat dinner with you guys. That time's valuable in that it keeps me connected to my community.
Thank you, Kathy. If you watch Apple Valley News Now, please let us know. Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. All new winds in western Oregon are causing issues. Plus another stowaway passenger case, this time right here in the Northwest. Plus this.
I'm ABC's Perry Russum in Washington. A U.S. official tells ABC News Russia may be to blame for the downed plane in Kazakhstan. That story coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. Hope you had a great Christmas. And if you're celebrating Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, happy holidays to you. I'm Austin Reed. We're going to start with First Alert weather. Josh Colbreth is in for Stacy tonight and kicks us off.
Well, we have an avalanche warning that still has a couple hours left on it. This runs until 8 p.m. this evening. It's for the eastern slopes of the Cascades, including Stevens and Snoqualmie passes. So do not try to venture out in the backcountry tonight. That is for sure. We also have winter weather advisories that are in place for the eastern slopes of the Cascades above 3,500 feet, and then for the northern blues above 4,500 feet. For the Cascades, this goes from 1 in the morning on Friday to 4 in the morning on Saturday, and then for the northern blues, this goes from 1 in the morning on Friday to 4 p.m. on Saturday. So for tonight, definitely calmer winds as opposed to today. It'll still be a little bit breezy up in the mountains, but we'll start to turn wetter again after midnight with the arrival of that next storm system. It's going to be a wet start to Friday. We should trend drier throughout the day, though, and winds are going to be a bit of a factor again, but certainly not as gusty as what we saw for Thursday. And I'll time out the rain, the snow. I'll tell you how much we could have of each, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you for that. A stowaway passenger was arrested on Christmas Eve on a flight that was about to depart from SeaTac bound for Hawaii. According to a statement from Delta Airlines, the unticketed passenger was found as Flight 487 was taxiing to the runway around 1 p.m. Tuesday. The plane returned to the gate and the passenger exited the aircraft. All passengers were deplaned and the aircraft was swept by a canine. Boarding an aircraft without permission is a violation of U.S. law and punishable by a prison term of up to 5 years, along with a fine. Investigators are searching for the cause of a deadly Christmas Day plane crash. A U.S. official tells ABC News there are early indications a Russian anti-aircraft system may have struck the plane. Today, there is a national day of mourning. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with the latest developments.
The president of Azerbaijan today is creating a commission to investigate the cause of the crash. A U.S. official says it appears Russia may be to blame.
New video from the downed plane in Kazakhstan shows several holes on the side of the aircraft. You can see the metal bending in, showing what appears to be puncture marks. It's not clear if these holes were made before or after the plane went down, killing at least 38 people on Christmas Day. A U.S. official telling ABC News there are early indications the plane was hit by a Russian anti-aircraft system.
It is clear from the pictures that you just showed that it does look consistent with a strike from a missile from the Panzer-S, which is a Russian air defense system.
Video taken from the ground shows the Azerbaijan Airlines flight in its final moments in the sky, the plane falling and rising erratically, at one point appearing to aim straight toward the ground before leveling off. Moments later, the plane crashing into a ball of fire. First responders racing to the scene. Survivors emerging from the upside-down wreckage, more than 24 people found alive. The flight path shows the plane taking off from Azerbaijan, flying into Russian airspace, then crossing the Caspian Sea before crashing in Kazakhstan near the Aktau airport. The CEO of Osprey, a flight security company advising airlines that still fly over Russia, says there was a significant drone attack near the plane while it was in the air.
There are lots of indicators to point towards a shoot down of that aircraft.
Investigators have recovered the flight data recorder that should help them find out how this happened. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
Well, an unusual discovery in northern Washington state near the Canadian border. Agents on patrol near a port of entry found 2 backpacks lying on the ground in the woods. Inside, they found 30 brick-like packages containing a powdery substance which tested positive for cocaine. The nearly pound's worth of the drug, estimated to be worth over $1.1 million. Border officials turned the evidence over to the DEA. Under federal law, most confiscated drugs are destroyed, although samples may be used for prosecution. New at 6:30, cleanup continuing now in Western Oregon. Here's Victor Park with that story.
'Twas the day after Christmas, and many across Oregon and Washington got an unwanted gift: bad weather. In the Centennial neighborhood, fallen trees took power lines with it. At its peak, more than 30,000 homes and businesses across Portland and Vancouver were without power. Coastal cities were not exempt.
There were some scattered power outages throughout the county, mostly on the Long Beach Peninsula.
High winds brought down trees and branches.
Well, we heard about 3:30 last night a big bang.
This one came crashing down in the Wilkes neighborhood, barely missing Sarita Rush's car.
My car was probably about maybe a foot from the tree falling. Thankfully, no damage to my vehicle. We did have to do some cutting of branches in order to get my car out of the area because I couldn't back up freely.
People in the area think this could have been much worse. This tree is so massive, they were afraid it would have fallen onto some homes here. Thankfully, that didn't happen, but look at the enormous tree. They're having to cut it piece by piece to clear the road. The National Weather Service issued a wind advisory just before midnight.
We're in a La Nina year, so it traditionally brings down wetter and cooler air during La Nina winters. So these low pressure systems just kind of stream in nonstop.
In Washington, Pacific County Emergency Management is urging people not to wait for a warning before taking action.
Understand that we live in an area where the wind blows really hard a lot of the winter.
And that was Victor Park reporting from Portland. First-time filings for unemployment held steady last week, indicating layoff activity remaining low. That's according to a report from the U.S. Department of Labor released today. There were an estimated 219,000 initial jobless claims filed during the week ending December 21st. That's a drop of 1,000 from the week before. However, the number of people receiving ongoing jobless benefits hit a 3-year high, a signal that it's harder for job seekers to find work. Unemployment data can be highly volatile and is frequently revised, but it can provide a snapshot of what's happening in the labor market. 2024 was a rough year for the housing market. Buyers were met with high prices, sluggish sales, and high interest rates. In Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan has details on what buyers can expect next year.
The housing market has had a tough year, but if you're looking to buy a home in 2025, experts predict there's some good news.
It's going to be a better year for home buyers.
Lawrence Yoon with the National Association of Realtors says more homes are expected to come onto the market, giving buyers more options.
So more choices, more inventory, that will lead to boosts in home sales.
The other good news, mortgage rates are expected to come down. As of last week, the average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage was 6.72%, according to Freddie Mac. But Yoon predicts those rates to come down closer to 6%, which can make a big difference for your wallet.
Even a 0.5 percentage point change in mortgage rate could mean about $150 savings in monthly mortgage costs.
Here's the bad news. home prices aren't expected to come down anytime soon. In fact, they're expected to rise. The NAR predicting the median existing home sale price to be $410,700 in 2025. But Yoon recommends buyers should still negotiate on the price and shop around for the best mortgage rate.
Look for the mortgage lender who offers the best rates and even consider adjustable rate mortgage.
And if you are in the market to buy a home, Yoon suggests not taking on large debt like a car loan before you're approved for a home loan. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
And we have a quick health alert. Whooping cough has been surging in the U.S., and it doesn't look to be slowing down. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there have been 32,000 cases reported so far this year. That's about 6 times more than there were this time last year. Whooping cough can be serious for all ages, but children younger than 1 are particularly sensitive. Vaccination is the best way to protect against the contagious respiratory illness. Symptoms are similar to the common cold, but a painful body cough can develop, which could last for weeks or months. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30, we've got Operation Best Friend, since yesterday was the holiday. And Josh Colbreth tracking your first alert weather forecast season for Stacy, and will give us the lowdown right after this.
Midday hockey as the Kraken battles Vancouver Saturday at 12:30 on MeTV.
Hey Raptors, we want to rent these 2 chairs for the winter. We're kind of out on being cold this year.
Glad you dig it here, but this really isn't a vacation rental sort of place.
We hear ya, but what if we put on Raptor suits and then suddenly there are 4 of us? Yeah, we'll be your nieces, Layla and Kinley. I'm Kinley, the Raptor, and I love burgers.
I love it!
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Not so sure we're gonna pull this off.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they? Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research, and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells, because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
At More Furniture, we're starting the new year with freedom of choice. Choose from the widest variety of styles and colors for every room in your home. With cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, and stylish bedrooms, we've got everything you need to create your dream home. Plus, during this holiday weekend, you'll get our very best offer. Pay no interest until 2026. Get free white glove delivery, and we'll pay your sales tax. Hurry into More Furniture this New Year's weekend for the best selection.
When you come up here, it's worlds away because we're Idaho's crown jewel.
The majesty of Priest Lake.
People love coming to Priest Lake in the wintertime.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back. With the Christmas holiday, we moved Operation Best Friend to Thursday this week. And tonight we are introducing you to Bon Me, and he could be just what you need to make your family complete. Take a look.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services and the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, I'm Amy, and this is my foster puppy, Bon Me. He is from Mikey's Chance. The whole litter is actually named after sandwiches. Bon Me is a Vietnamese sandwich, so something a little bit different. He is one of 6 puppies that were literally born into the program. They had mom. Mom is a poodle mix of some kind. We're not exactly sure what dad is. So I have had these puppies since they're about 7-8 weeks old. They are now 4 months old. They are fixed, they are vaccinated, they're ready to go. We've started training. We are crate trained. We're working on potty training. We're almost there. We've started some leash training as well as learning our basic manners. I currently have his sister as well, and they are very, very playful. He is our snuggle bunny of our kids. He really likes to couch sit and snuggle. He loves giving kisses and being just a sweet, sweet boy. We have 7 animals at home right now, 4 dogs, my older boys and these 2, and then also we have 3 cats. So they are acclimated to cats. He is definitely a squeaky toy kind of kid. He likes squeaky toys, he likes to play tug. Like his sister, he also likes to do some chewing, but he's not as into it as she is. So he does require a little more entertainment from the human side of things, just to keep him occupied and keep him going. But he would be the perfect snuggle buddy for anybody who's looking for kind of a couch potato type puppy. So if you're interested in either fostering or adopting, you can check out Mikey's Chance, either their website or their Facebook page for more information.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Well, it's an active forecast once again, so let's go ahead and get right into it. For tonight, we'll have periods of freezing rain for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill, but that'll eventually transition to snow during the late evening to overnight hours, and the evening will start off mostly dry for lower elevations, but rain chances will start to ramp up around and after midnight. Then for Friday, the morning will start off wet across the region, but will generally trend drier throughout the day. And with snow levels rising throughout the day, we're expecting a transition back to freezing rain for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill during the morning. Now, by the early to mid-afternoon, it'll just be a cold rain for those aforementioned passes. And then for Friday night, wet weather will start to ramp up again throughout the evening across the region, and snow levels will be up around 4,500 feet, so it'll continue to be a cold rain for those stretches of I-90 and I-84. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting for Thursday evening through Friday night. We're thinking 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, 6 to 12 inches for Blewett and White Pass. Not much doing for Sadius Pass, not much doing for the valleys, the basin, or the foothills. Anywhere between 2 to 4 inches for Cabbage Hill and the Battle Mountain Summit, but much more for Tollgate off of Oregon 204. And in terms of the water totals for Thursday evening through Friday night, it's going to be another wet stretch for the Cascades and for the Blues, anywhere between 1 inch to 1.5 inches, but definitely a lot less for our lower elevations. Then we have another storm system into Saturday and Sunday. Snow levels with this one between 2,500 to 5,000 feet, 4 to 6 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, 2 to 3 inches for Cabbage Hill. So just anticipate pass impacts and impacts to travel through Sunday at the very least. And this is going to be another wet storm system, especially for the Cascades. Between 1.5 inches to 2 inches of water is what we're expecting, between 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch for the Blues, and anywhere between 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of water for the valleys, basin, and foothills. Okay, we'll trend drier as we head into Monday and Tuesday, but then there's another storm system into Wednesday and Thursday. So a little bit of a reprieve, but this Wednesday, Thursday storm system is looking like snow levels are going to be a little bit lower, between 1,500 to 4,500 feet. So we could maybe eke out 1 inch of snow for the Kittitas Valley, probably less than 1 inch for Cabbage Hill, and 2 to 3 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass. So this one not looking as impressive as some of the storm systems that are lined up before it, but this is still several days out, so we're going to have time to tweak those details. And this is looking like another wet storm system for the Cascades, definitely not as much water for the rest of the region. High temperatures staying about 5 to 15 degrees above average through Monday. Then we start to trend colder and more seasonal for Tuesday and beyond. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Smaller rain chances Saturday as opposed to Sunday. Drier Monday and Tuesday, but small rain chances come back for Wednesday and Thursday. In Yakima, small rain chances Saturday, rain likely Sunday, a dry start to next week, then trending wetter by Wednesday. In Ellensburg, leftover showers possible Saturday, wetter Sunday, drier Monday and Tuesday, then a rain-snow mix possible for Wednesday. In Hermiston, drier on Saturday as opposed to Sunday as well. A calm start to next week, then small rain chances start on New Year's Day. Then for Walla Walla, leftover showers possible Saturday, much wetter Sunday, drier overall to end the year, then rain possible to start 2025.
All right, Josh, thank you for that. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back right after this.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
The After Christmas clearance is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores, where you can save up to $800 on Beauty Rest Black Hybrid sets or up to $500 on Harmony Luxe.
Making it the perfect time to say yes to a better quality sleep.
Plus, get big blowout savings on 4-piece bedroom groups.
These prices are so low, you'll think it's a dream.
During the After Christmas clearance sale at Walker's.
Where quality just costs less.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
At Mattress Depot USA, we believe everyone is entitled to a good night's sleep regardless of their credit situation. That's why we're approving everyone for up to $1,200 towards the purchase of a new mattress with no credit needed. You spend a third of your life in bed, and a comfortable mattress is essential for providing quality of life. $3,000 credit, 100-day savings cash with no credit needed. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Magical moments, snowy adventures, warming up, making memories, a winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Let's glow forward and celebrate 2025 with the biggest party of the year at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Ring in the new year with free live music, dancing, party favors, and drink specials. And that's not all. There's more. We're giving away cash every 10 minutes to you and 3 friends starting at 8 p.m. in our Cash Frenzy hot seats. Then at 11 p.m., one lucky winner will glow home with $2,025 cash. It's glow time at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
The Majesty of Priest Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Trending tonight, one IHOP server in Iowa received the tip of a lifetime on Christmas Eve. Cell phone video capturing the moment that Kaylee was handed an envelope containing $1,700 in cash. The giving customer was Becky Pospisil. She says it's become a family tradition to leave a server a generous tip on Christmas Eve. This is the 5th year they have done this, and more than 50 people contributed to the tip. How cool is that? Kaylee, who is raising 2 young children, says she's going to use the money to help pay her tuition for nursing school. Great holiday cheer there. We'll have a final look at your weather forecast when we come back.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at.
When it's time for an update or a complete remodel,
Just watch yourself there. So here, guys, we're gonna rip everything down to the stud.
Rebath is with you every step of the way, from design and products to removal and installation.
Okay, what do you guys think?
We handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride the clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. You're looking live from our Apple Valley News Now studio camera in Kennewick. If you're just joining us, a couple of the stories that we've been talking about tonight. Number one, I-82 in both directions. This is between milepost 82 at Prosser and milepost 132 at the Oregon state line. The movement of mobile homes is now restricted due to high winds. Because of the weather-related nature of this restriction, an estimated end time is not available. Now, we also want to point out that SR10, both directions, closed right now. This is right between milepost 88 and milepost 97. All right, so for more on our weather, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Just wanted to take another look at some of the snowfall totals we're thinking for Thursday evening through Friday night. 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, 6 to 12 inches for Blewett Pass and White Pass. Not much doing for the valleys, basin, or foothills. 2 to 4 inches for Cabbage Hill and Battle Mountain Summit, and anywhere between 8 to 12 inches for Tollgate off of Oregon 204. So there will certainly be some destinations where you're going to need either the winter safety kit or the tire chains ready to go.
All right, Josh, and for Stacy, thank you. Thank you for joining us here at 6 and 6:30. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news.